Are you ready for the best spicy garlic parm wing you've ever had? Stick around, we're about to cook it. To get started with this simple recipe, all that we're going to do, we have our wings on a cooling rack here. I'm going to go ahead and glove up because we are handling chicken. So the first thing that I want to do, I'm going to turn these wings over, okay? And I'm going to season them. I pat dried them. I'm going to season them with my garlic jalapeno rub and my chicken rub, just a light layer, okay? The reason that I'm doing this, I've test cooked this recipe numerous times, and I feel like pre-seasoning the chicken a little bit really amplifies the flavor of it. Now you can see just a really light sprinkle is all we did. We're going to do the chicken rub the same way. Now the little bit of salt in some of this is going to pull some moisture out of these wings. That's why I've got them on a cooling rack like this. Now once you get them seasoned like that, we're going to turn them over and repeat the process. Now that we've got our chicken wings all seasoned up like this, okay, we want to get them back in the fridge, and I'm going to hold them in there about an hour. That's going to allow it to pull some of the moisture out of the wing, that flavor to penetrate that skin just a little bit, and then we're going to get our mixture mixed up here, shake these things up, get them on that Traeger about 400 degrees, and have some of the best garlic parm spicy wings you could ever have. Now, to keep this wing simple and easy, all I'm going to do, I've cooked these wings numerous times, I don't know how many, and finally decided to do a video on them. I'm going to do a half cup of cornstarch, a half a cup of just grated Parmesan cheese, the cheap kind, anything you want is fine. About a teaspoon of baking powder here is all you need. I'm going to set that to the side. And this is just like any good fry breader, folks. You want some seasoning in it. Now, you know, they always say KFC is the magic herb and spice blend. Well, these 9 herbs and spices right here, to me, is perfection. I'm going to put a little bit of my chicken rub in this for a little bit more flavor. I'm going to come back with a little bit of that garlic jalapeno kick because you know how we love it. Put about a teaspoon of that in there. If I had to guess, I'd probably put a teaspoon of each one, shaking it in. I'm going to get this sealed up bag here and then just shake it up a little bit. Now that don't seem like a lot, but we're just coating these wings just lightly before we put them on our Traeger. It's almost going to be like air fried chicken, if you can imagine that. All right, we'll get our wings, get them breaded, and get them on the grill. Our wings have been in the fridge for about an hour. You can see they've started to sweat pretty good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop our wings in the bag here and start getting them coated. I'm going to hold that corner. You just want to shake them and toss them all around. Let's get them pulled out and put back on the sheet pan. Now, before I do that, I'm going to take a little bit of duck fat spray here. All right, and I'm going to oil my rack here that I've had the chicken on. Now, get back over here. Start laying them out. Remember, you want to shake them off. Now I always like pointing my tips toward the middle. Now the reason I like pointing the tips toward the middle, it keeps the heat off of them and not going to burn the tips as much or you know, crust them up as much. But I'm trying to spread these wings out here. You can see I want to get as much optimal airflow around them as I can. Now, let's get them over to the grill, get them on. I'm going to move those 2 wings out and we're gonna let them go for about an hour on the grill, untouched, and we'll be back. All right, we've got our grill running at 400 degrees, our Traeger. We've got it set with hickory pellets is what we've got in it. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on. Now I am gonna take these two here and lay out, okay? Now I'm gonna take my rack, move the rest of these, just like that. Now I'm gonna take some duck fat spray, canola oil, vegetable oil, anything you want to. Mist on those wings, get it shut for 1 hour, let it go. Our wings are on the grill cooking. They probably like about 15 minutes being done. I'm gonna go ahead and get my sauce made. I've got a half a stick of butter here. I'm gonna go ahead and start melting down. Now once I get the butter melted down, I'm gonna put in the fresh garlic I'm gonna mince up, about a 1/4 cup of Killer Hogs hot sauce, the juice of half a lemon, half a cup of Parmesan. We're gonna finish the wings with some fresh Parmesan on top, a little bit of cracked black pepper in the mix, and some parsley. Stick around, let's make this sauce. We've got our butter melting on our stove behind us here, and so while it's melting, I'm gonna go ahead and press out some fresh garlic. Now remember, I've got 3 or 4 here. You can do whatever you like. It's completely up to you. Actually, it's about 5 that I'm doing in total. Now, once you get all that cut off of there, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in my butter to start sauteing it a little bit. I don't wanna burn the garlic. Remember, we're only heating the sauce up, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a lemon cut in half, or we can juice half a lemon in. All right, once garlic gets in here and starts kind of browning up good like it's doing, I'm gonna squeeze about juice of a half a lemon in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reduce my heat a little bit here, and I'm gonna put in about a 1/4 cup of Killer Hogs hot sauce. Now, once we get about a 1/4 cup of that in, with a little bit of black pepper in here, we're just gonna do a pinch like that. Now we're gonna stir this around to incorporate it. I believe we've got it where we want it. All right, our wings have been on a total of 1 hour at 400 degrees. Now as you can see right here, those wings have crisped up. They look good right where they wanna be. Would you look at that right there? That right there is just I'm gonna pick this up. That right there looks like a piece of fried chicken, don't it? That right there is just as awesome as it can be on the pellet grill. So we want to get these up. We're going to get them tossed in some sauce. As you can see, we've got our Killer Hogs hot sauce and our butter and our garlic and black pepper kind of melted down here. All I'm going to do is take and fold in about a half a cup of grated Parmesan, and I'm going to go here and put a little bit of parsley flakes in this, just for a little bit of color. Now, that's not a lot. Now, once I get this mixture, you can kind of see what it looks like. You can add more butter if you want to. Now, I'm going to take this, throw it on these wings here. Put a lid on it and toss them around. Oh yeah, these wings look good. Let's start getting them out here. Now as you can see, these wings are crispy. They've got a little bit of sauce on them here. Gonna be light and tacky. Now, once you get all your wings laid out on your board here, we're gonna take a little bit of fresh Parmesan, if I can hold on to it, and we're gonna grate over the top. Now, I'm going to tell you, a little bit of parsley flakes on top of that, a little bit of color. And that right there is what I call a spicy garlic parm wing. Let's get ready to try these things. All right, our wings are off the grill. We have sauced them, we have tossed them. We took them out on the cutting board here, grated some fresh Parmesan on them. They're all doctored up. Just to recap, we took some cornstarch, some grated Parmesan cheese, some of our chicken seasoning, garlic jalapeno, put in a bag with a little bit of baking soda, Coated these wings with it after we seasoned them with some garlic jalapeno and chicken rub and let them sweat in the fridge. Pulled them out, put them on the Traeger at 400 degrees for 1 hour, and you've got a great crispy style garlic parm wing with the sauce we've made. There's not but one thing left to do, and that's get in here and try this wing. Now, this wing is crispy. Oh yeah, got a good bite to it. Man. This wing is incredible. If you like what we're doing, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along with your friends. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video.